Okay, this is my third take on this video, trying to do part 2 review on this Ozark Trail 7-inch pocket knife. First try, the card was full, so I had to switch out the card. Second try, the battery died while filming. So we're going to see if we can get through this part 2 without some mishap. Beginning to think I'm under some kind of attack by evil forces here. But okay, so we went out to our favorite hangout in the woods, and I worked with this knife for about an hour and a half, doing some carving. Harvested a green sapling off of Arroyo Willow, just a shoot, and did a little carving. So just some notching, a lashing notch, bowstring notch, pot hook notch, trap or 7 notch, square reduction, saddle notch, round reduction, V notch, and then a symmetrical reduction in the end, beveled off. You can only get so far into the work when you're making these holes for your, like if we were making a hiking pole and we wanted to put a piece of paracord for a wrist strap, you can only get in so far. Once you can see daylight through the other side, then take yourself a twig and just start working the hole, and just work it in there and round it out with friction. Just work it back and forth and around, just like a kind of a file. You're just using a rough twig, and this will give you a nice hole. So that's how I do that, if you ever wondered. So back to the knife. So the Ozark Trail 7-inch pocket knife, it's a lockback and a 3-inch blade with a 7-inch overall length, so about a 4-inch handle. Now I have medium to large size glove hands, and this is almost a little bit small. Almost a little bit small. It's comfortable, but it's almost a bit too small. So for comparison, here is my Schrade Cave Bear. Again, you can see the difference. This Ozark Trail probably falls more into the realm of a like a buck 112 Ranger, a little smaller. Obviously, I like the size of my Cave Bear better. It's hand filling, plenty of real estate there to get a hold of it and use it. The blade, it's got a much finer tip, and a really great knife. You know, I mean, it is Chinese made, but it's good quality. Okay, so this one here, a little blunter. Thickness on the spines, pretty close. Pretty close. This bolster is actually steel. I put a magnet to it. It's a steel bolster. It's just gold anodized, gives the appearance of brass. Plastic scales. Not the best quality. This bolster here is a casting. There is a big messed up gap right here where the casting didn't come out real well. But they used it anyway. But that's okay. This is a $6 knife. I don't expect it to be really perfect. I'm really impressed after using it. There's no loosening whatsoever. Lockup's still tight. Clicks into place nicely. The only thing I would have liked would have been maybe a lanyard hole down here. So if you want to use it for chopping, you can get your hand back here and just use the wrist to chop. Blade's still a little sharp. It was usable sharp out of the box, but it's definitely going to need to go on the stones. undoubtedly a cheap stainless steel that won't hold an edge, but will probably take a good edge for a while anyway. And that's why it's good to carry a pocket diamond steel, so you can tune it up in the field as they wear down. But again, in retrospect, I would say this is a good beginner or a budget knife for someone that can't afford better till they can save up for something better. The small size strikes me as probably a good one for teaching a youth how to use a lock back to do carving. It's going to be a good size for a youngster's hand. This Schrade might be just a little overwhelming, a little too big for them. I wouldn't go that route, but and again, this is cheap enough. If they lose it or they do something like pry with it and snap the blade, you toss it. $5, $6, who cares? So there you have it, the Ozark Trail 7-inch Stag folding knife. It's a budget user. It'll work. So we'll talk to you a little later. Take care.